ensuring that this plant doesn't go extinct. I call on each and every one of you to start making available portions of this plant in the market wherever you can. You have to plant it in your garden, plant it in your house, plant it in your office. Let us all come together and ensure that this flowering plant do not go extinct. So in my next video and in my next live class, I'll be mentioning all the 50 flowering plants that have been mentioned that will go extinct, for us to also try and put in more effort into ensuring that these plants do not go extinct. Now, from the world's smallest plant to the tiniest of water lilies, scientists identify almost 10,000 evolutionary distinct and globally endangered species. So there are over 10,000. So if 50 flowering plants are there and there are over 10,000 of these species that are threatened to be endangered, if we humans and if we all plant lovers, botanists, and everyone who has loved rare plants, loved real plants or house plants do not come together to ensure that this plant do not go extinct, then we will have ourselves to blame when these plants are no longer available for us to see. So I have some few breaking news for us to actually see through and know what's happening in the plant community. So this was supposed to be on June 1st, but now due to some due to my illness, due to my recovery process, I was unable to bring this news to each and every one of you on June 1st, and today is June 6th. So let us do well to always tune in whenever I come on, but I will try to ensure that next time I do not fall ill, so that this channel is definitely going to be bringing you some of the best breaking news you ever have, for all those who are plant lovers, all those who are botanists and are looking forward to ensuring that they get exactly news for the plants that they are looking for. So our first breaking news today is the lost Hematalian plant rediscovered after 188 years. So this plant is known as the Vasilium pelophyrium, especially tucked within a broader family that includes better known berries, shrubs found in cold regions. So this plant has been declared extinct for over 188 years, but we are all glad that in our generation, in our time, and at this moment, this plant was rediscovered again. And as it was rediscovered, we just hope to ensure that it doesn't go extinct again, so that the next generation and the next two generations after us are definitely gonna come and experience the greatness of nature, coming to realize that these plants are still in existence due to our hard-earned effort to ensure that these plants do not go extinct. Second breaking news today is about actually the plant thought extinct for 60 years found alive in Australia. Australia is one of the places that I really love because of its environment, because of its people, because of its culture. It has a way of bringing out truth from hidden places, and I want to say a big thank you to Australia for giving us back these plants that we thought that have been extinct for 60 years. And thank you to Australia, thank you to India for always bringing back some of the rare plants, and we appreciate all of that, especially called the Pitolostus cinereus was rediscovered in remote Australia after bed blend. So in remote Australia, this plant was actually rediscovered, and I want to say a very big thank you to Australia. Australia, you are doing great. We love you, we appreciate you, we see you, and we know exactly what you have been doing for the whole world. And then today we are gonna go down and list our top 10 philodendron, and then from number 10 to number 1. Ensure to stay tuned, to like, to subscribe to this channel, and always to check back for our live content. So our top 10 for today is actually the Philodendron Bikim. Now this plant is actually not always going to look like this because of its genetic mutation. Its veneration can actually vary and actually be very different. So I suggest that you do not expect that this plant is always going to look like the one I'm showing you on the screen now, because of the mutation can be actually different. Now let us go over this. Our top 10 and our top 9 is gonna be so surprising. Our top 9 is the Philodendron gloriosus. Now this one looks good and looks beautiful. It doesn't have a lot of venerations, but it has this green pigment actually helps it for photosynthesis and for its veneration to actually look special as well. And for me, this is my top 9 for today. And our top 8 is actually the Philodendron melosocraniums. So this is actually one that I also like, but it's always all green, and with the lack of veneration, it's actually not that fast selling on the market, but it's one of the plants that you would really love to have in your house. So going down to our top 7, if you know what our top 7 is, I give you a minute to actually guess it and put it down in the comment. Now this is actually difficult to actually propagate because of it requires a humidity level that keeps it in a good state. So if you know our top 7, kindly drop it in the comment below. And here we go. And I'm gonna give you another minute, and I'm waiting on you to actually do this and drop the top 7. And our top 7 is the Philodendron vascosum. Now this, I love this plant because it's actually very unique and it looks very different. This plant has actually been one of the most beautiful. I'm not going to talk much about it, but it's actually our top 7 because of its veneration and its bright looking green. And our top 6 is the Philodendron spiritus sancti. Now this looks so beautiful, and I really appreciate this plant because it's of its long nature and it actually shows uniqueness, luxury. It's very rare, extremely rare in the market, but I have contacts of those who you can get them from as well. And our top 5 is the Philodendron Florida Beauty. I love this plant because of its yellow and green nature. The yellow and green nature of this plant actually makes it one of the most outstanding plant I have ever seen. It's so beautiful, but this veneration is always inconsistent. Now the Philodendron Josubano. This one is a rare beauty. It's indeed a rare beauty. Every collector we want to have in their houses, and I call on each and every one of you, if you can afford it, I guess you can. If you're watching this, then you should have one in your house. It's gonna be a rare, unique plant that you won't see anywhere else if you have it in your house. And then our top 3 is the Philodendron Pink Princess. The Pink Princess. The Pink Princess is actually one of the most beautiful philodendrons I've ever seen in my life. And I want to tell each and every one of you, if you can get this plant, it is gonna show how big and how great you are as a plant lover. And then let us move on to the number 2. Number 2 is actually the Philodendron Basilite. Now this one is also a rare one, and then what makes it so rare is because of its shock when you cut it and try to make another plant out of it. The veneration definitely is not going to be the same. And our top 1 today is the Philodendron Camel Marble. This is a rare genius that each and every one of us should always appreciate nature for. I love this plant and I have ranked it as my number 1 because I feel and I think, and with what I'm seeing, is actually one of the most beautiful philodendrons you would ever see. Thank you for today's class. Always stay tuned to watch me. I'll always come back with more good good videos and plants and rare plants for you to check and have for yourself. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Do well to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for this channel. And we'll move down to our last slide for today. I will tell you these are the common factors that has made rare plants rare in our society. We have limited natural habitat, we have slow growth rate, we have climate sensitivity, genetic vulnerability, and over harvesting by humans. Let us not all rush to harvest. Let us not all rush to say, this is my plant, that is my plant, so I'm definitely just gonna take it off. So I'm just calling on each and every one of us to plant more and not to harvest more. Thank you for today, and I'll see you in the next.